Oh, this Uber is taking forever. All right.
Hey!
Hey, if it isn't James Corden. I was actually on my way to ask you 73 questions.
Well, let's start now. Hop in, I'll
All
give you a
right,
ride.
let's do it.
Cool.
Here we go. Okay. So this is what the view is like.
I guess so.
I'm a huge fan of the Late Late Show, by the way.
Thank you very much.
All right, so how are you feeling about tonight's show?
Good.
Who is on tonight's show?
John Leguizamo and Sacha Baron Cohen.
I love carpool karaoke.
Thank you.
What's your favorite moment from it?
When Stevie Wonder called my wife.
What one celebrity is on the dream list to stop the car for?
Beyonce.
What one celebrity would you not stop the car for?
Dominic Cooper, he can walk.
If you were in a boy band, what would the band's name be?
Insatiable, because you just can't get enough.
Who would be in Insatiable?
Me and the 4 remaining members of O-Town.
Can we do a little karaoke right now?
Sure.
All right, it's got to be public domain, though.
That's fine, I have a stack of public domain songs right here. There you go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Good. All right, we're here.
Let's do it. So how's life been treating you in Los Angeles?
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about living in LA?
The weather.
What's your least favorite thing about living in LA?
You have to drive everywhere.
What's the best thing about the UK?
The people.
What's the biggest difference between LA and UK?
The people.
What's one thing you wish you had from the UK here in LA?
My immediate family.
Who's the most important person in Hollywood?
Jimmy Iovine.
What's the best piece of advice you had when starting the show?
To just be yourself.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
If you're doing it wrong, do it strong.
All
After
right.
you.
Well, thanks very much. What's one thing you can't live without?
Oxygen.
What's one habit you wish you can break?
I bite my nails.
It's a nice foosball table.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sports team?
West Ham United.
Do you know their cheer?
I do, and we don't call it a cheer.
What's David Beckham really like in person?
He smells amazing.
What's Benedict Cumberbatch really like in
He's
person?
beautiful.
What's the Queen really like in person?
I've never met her.
James, what do you really like in person?
I wish I knew, Johnny. I really do.
What's your go-to cocktail?
An Eastern Standard.
What would your last meal be?
A Shake Shack burger.
Are you afraid of anything at all?
Just stuff happening to my family. Bad things.
Oh,
Hey, Tori Kelly.
Hi. James, who's your best friend?
Ben Winston.
Who was your first kiss?
Rachel.
And what time do I need to be on set?
In about 15 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Does that count as 3 questions?
it does, yeah.
Do you want to see the set?
Let's do it.
Come with me.
What's your favorite TV show of all time?
The West Wing.
Favorite movie of all time?
As good as it gets.
What's a movie that made you cry?
E.T.
If you could star in any Broadway show, what would it be?
Funny thing happened on the way to the forum.
Who's your favorite Disney princess?
Jasmine, obviously.
What's the most British thing you can possibly say?
God save the Queen.
What's the most American thing you can possibly say?
Oh my God, you guys, this is amazing. Oh, hey Jed.
Who's this guy?
This is my driver, Jed. He drives me in the hallways.
Is this how you normally get around the halls?
Absolutely not.
What is the bravest thing you've ever done?
I did 3 parachute jumps in 2 hours.
What is the stupidest thing you've ever done?
I did 3 parachute jumps in 2 hours.
What's your craziest fan moment?
Someone asked for a picture of Jones Only My Knees.
What's the best thing about the internet?
That people can watch our show at any time of the day.
What's the worst thing about the internet?
That people can tell me what they think of our show at any time of the day.
Who should everyone be following on social media right now?
Alfie Days. Thanks, Jed.
Thanks. What's your favorite place to visit?
Now I live here, London.
What's a place you want to visit?
Tokyo.
What was your first line in a paying role?
Roast the meats.
What do you think of the American political system?
I'm finding it interesting.
What's your spirit animal?
A duck-billed platypus.
James, can you answer a few questions while taking some photos in that photo booth right there?
Sure.
All right. If you could have any tattoo, what would it be and where?
I'd like to get the word tattoo on my leg in Japanese.
If you were a name of a strain of cannabis, what would it be?
Skywalker.
No, you want a Tony. Where do you keep your Tony?
In a storage facility in London.
Besides yourself, obviously, who's the funniest comedian out there?
Jack Whitehall.
When I did this with Anna, she said that you were her favorite comedian. How do you feel about that?
I was very, very touched.
How would you describe Anna in 3 words?
Smart, passionate, and kind.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
I don't know.
Well, this is a beautiful theater you got.
Thank you.
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
I'd love to be able to stop time.
What's your favorite curse word?
Bollocks.
What is your pre-show ritual?
I normally just have a coffee.
What is your post-show ritual?
I get in my car and drive home.
What's one cause you feel passionately about?
That there are people on the planet who don't have clean water.
If you could change one thing about the planet, what would it be?
I try and give everybody clean water.
Hey James, this man on an iPad wants to ask you a question.
Cool.
Hey James, my wife and I are considering having a child. What's the best part about being a father?
It gives you great perspective on your own life, and you realise how irrelevant a lot of it has been until this moment.
What piece of advice would you offer your 13-year-old self?
That it's just school, it'll be over soon, and a lot of these people are just dicks.
What's the secret to a great interview?
Honesty.
Whose show would you most like to be a guest on?
Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show.
What is your dream guest lineup, dead or alive?
Prince, Frank Sinatra, and Winston Churchill.
Who were you most nervous to meet?
I was nervous when I met Oprah.
All right. If someone had to fill in for you for a day, who would it be?
Les Moonves.
If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be?
Anna Wintour.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
Here's the photo.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, for me?
That's you.
Great. Thanks, man. Thanks. Well, that was 73 questions.
What a
I'm
pleasure.
gonna make my
See
way
you
out.
soon.
Have a great time tonight.
See ya.